Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anessa and I'm an indie author from Toronto, Canada, and I publish under the pen name A.N. Sage. I write YA, mostly fantasy, some sci-fi, and I've been writing a lot of cozy mystery, paranormal cozy mystery for middle-aged adults recently. So if you want to see videos from another author kind of making it out there and working as an author pretty much full-time, then make sure that you're subscribed and that you hit the notification button so you don't miss any future videos. There's a lot of videos on planners on this channel too, because I love stationery, I love planning, and we're going to talk a little bit about that love for planning that I have. Also, if you hear like a zzz noise, my 1-year-old is napping, and so I have the monitor and there's a white noise machine. It's a whole thing. So hopefully it doesn't come through and you can just hear my voice in this video. But in today's video, I wanted to do another author chat. I thought it was a good time in the month to do it because I do have a release, and that release is in a week. So on the 24th, Cafe of Slay, I'll pop it right here, little cover of it. But Cafe of Slay, the second book in the Orchard Hollow Cozy Mystery series, is coming out. I am so excited, and actually as I'm filming this, I will be revealing the cover for book 3. So that's exciting too. I'll try to post it in the community, but if not, and if I don't remember or my brain gets wonky and gets in the way, then make sure that you're either on my Instagram or on my Facebook, either in the group or on my page, because I'll be posting the cover reveal for book 3 there, and book 3 is super cute, so you want to see it, trust me. I love designing it. It's got like really fun colors in it. So, and of course, Harry. But yeah, so Cafe of Slay is coming out. So I wanted to do an author chat and kind of talk to you guys about some other stuff that I've been working on. Now, there is something that I am working on that's I can't talk about quite yet because things are kind of in the works, and I want to give it some time before I do any announcements or big reveals or anything like that, which it might not even be a big reveal. I might just kind of announce a couple of things here and there. But that's one thing I can't talk about it, but it's a big thing, and I am working on it kind of behind the scenes. And then one more thing that's not book related that I've been working on that I am super, super excited about because it's launching pretty much right after Cafe of Slay is my sticker shop. So if you don't know, I'm also a digital artist. I do a lot of cover design, mostly in fantasy, because it allows me to paint digitally. And I do a lot of illustrations. And the kind of illustrations are super cutesy, super kawaii, and super spooky and witchy. So I combined those loves because, hey, why not? I needed one more thing to do, right? The 24 hours in the day are just like, I need to stretch them as much as I can, I guess. But I decided to open a sticker shop. I've had a stationery or sticker shop before, a very long time ago on Etsy, and I really liked it. But at the time, I was not working for myself, and so I had a 9-to-5, and it was very difficult for me to both keep up with the shop and work my 9-to-5 because for the most part, I had to work on the shop after hours or on weekends, and it was very exhausting. It also wasn't conducive to family life because I don't know if you know, but like to cut the stickers, the machine is very, very loud, and so I would run that until like 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes to just keep up with all the orders. And that's not fair to everybody else in my family. It's not fair to my husband. Now we have a small child, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But luckily enough, I now work for myself, and so I can give time during the day to run this shop. And I've been working on some designs, and I know I shared one in a video last week, but I can share another one today. So I'll pop it right here. This is another full scene that will be available as a premium kind of thick, soft touch art print postcard. So 4x6 sizes. So they're perfect to put in your planners, but you can also frame them or put them on the wall or whatever. So that's another one. But there's like a ton of designs that I'm working on to launch with. And I'm going to have vinyl stickers and Kiss Cut stickers, sheets that you can use in your planners. And I'm trying to make it so that the stickers themselves are functional, but also decorative. So kind of like a mixture of both. That way you can use them whichever way. I personally love functional stickers more than decorative, but I know people who go both ways. And so I wanted to keep that in mind when I was designing these. So if you do want to get more news, I will announce it here, of course, either in a video or in a community. But if you do want to support the shop and kind of be the first to know when it opens, then I will put some social media links down in the description here of this video. It's going to be Glitter Flitter, which is the name of the shop. Super cute. My husband came up with it. But the social media will be Glitter Flitter Art. On TikTok and on Instagram to start. I think that's kind of where I want to keep it. I don't have the time allowance to run more than those 2 extra social media accounts on top of everything else that I have. But I don't have a shop link just yet for Etsy because I don't know if you guys know this, and this is going to be a bit of like a gripe that I have, but whenever you open a brand new account with Etsy, their bots shut it down. So they flag it, they shut it down, they suspend the account, and you have to go and jump through hoops and contact support, which is almost non-existent. And they have this like hashtag stand with sellers, but really, like, to be honest, Etsy, from what I'm hearing lately, is not the best for standing with its sellers and protecting its sellers. But so it takes like a lot of hoops to jump through to make sure that you can like reinstate the account. So I'm still waiting on that. As a backup plan, I do have my old shop that I can always just reopen. I don't want to do that because I want to start fresh. It's a different aesthetic. I don't want those products showing up like as reviews. So it's a whole thing. If you are thinking of starting an Etsy shop for anything, just keep in mind that this does happen, and it happens very, very often. I know a lot of people this has happened to, and pretty much every single first shop I know, like 90% of them get shut down by a bot, and it takes weeks until you can get it reinstated. So keep in mind, if you're opening an Etsy shop, open it earlier, have like a listing up there or something, because there's a chance you might fall into this, and just don't advertise until you're ready, right? So yeah, that's one big thing that's been happening. The other thing is obviously the release. It's a big release. I'm so excited for this book. It's taking us closer to, I think, a mystery in the series that a lot of people have been waiting for, which is going to be the 3rd book. And so it's getting us closer there. There's like shenanigans. There's different twists and surprises, as always. I think the twist in this one is pretty good. Again, pat myself on the back, but I worked pretty hard to kind of keep it so that there are some clues, but they're so minimal that you definitely will probably miss them until the reveal in the end. So that's exciting. And as far as releases go, it's been pretty smooth so far. Because it's the 2nd in the series, I am going to be dropping the price on the 1st book. And then I have a bunch of like promos booked. Then there's another tour happening. I love the tours for books lately. I don't know why. There was a time when I didn't like them, but lately I really enjoy them. I think it gives it like a bit of a push, and it gets me excited, right? Because I get to like write interviews and write character descriptions and like have something to post. So I'll have other people's blogs and other people's Instagrams that I can repost, and it gives me more material to work with and just kind of pumps up the whole release. Arcs have gone out, so that's something that's been pretty good. So all the arcs are out now. I do have, I think Book Sirens will be closed by the time that I put this video up, but Booksprout should still have a couple of arcs still available if you're not on my arc team, but you do get your arcs from Booksprout. Take a look on there and look for Cafe au Slay, or look for my pen name A.N. Sage, and you'll see it there. There should be a couple more slots available when this goes live. But otherwise, I think I'm pretty ready. I'm going to be working on some more graphics. I have a couple done, but I think I need to get like the full week done up. And I usually pre-schedule all my social media. Because I only have Facebook and Instagram, really, I have an author TikTok, but I do that manually, like I upload manually through TikTok. But I used to use Buffer, and for those of you who have been watching this channel, you know that I recommended it a lot for scheduling. But then I figured once I dropped using Pinterest, once I dropped using Twitter, as there was no point, right? All I was doing was using Facebook and Instagram, and I can schedule both of those through Facebook's metadata, like whatever, I think Facebook Meta is what they're called. But I can schedule everything through there, and it's free and it's right in the platform. So the algorithm, it treats it a little bit better, I think, from what I've seen. So I dropped Buffer and now I'm scheduling everything manually just through the Facebook app. So something to note, if you are pre-scheduling but you don't have too many accounts, just maybe do it directly in those accounts. I think most social media accounts, even TikTok from what I hear, will let you pre-schedule content. Now, because I use the same content kind of across a few platforms, I don't pre-schedule my long video content. So anything that's like a minute long or 30 seconds long, that like reels, shorts for this channel, and then TikToks that are long, I don't pre-schedule those. I kind of just film a bunch and then I pick every day which one I feel like posting. And then I can pick music if I need to directly from the platforms to help that algorithm and work with it that way. So more, tips, I guess, in a way. So yeah, that's what's been happening this month. For the most part, I've just been like illustrating like crazy. Like I've been working until like 10, 11 at night, which with a baby is like tough, but I've been really excited about it. So I've been working really late illustrating all the stuff for the shop. And then during the day, I've just been working on cover design clients, and I've been working on some coaching clients, and just the release, really. So that's been really exciting. Now I'm going to see how the shop does. And then I think in the next several months, there's going to have to be some changes just as far as like scheduling goes, because here, the thing with being a creative, especially if you're like a multi-interest creative, is it's very difficult to pinpoint where you want to put in your time. And so you try to do everything. And I'm actually currently working with a life coach. That's like another thing I guess we can talk about is I'm currently working with a life coach to kind of help me figure out how to better balance my time and how I can enjoy some time off. Because what I think we figured out while I was working with her is that every time, because I'm creative, every time I try to have a hobby, which is usually a creative hobby, I try to turn it into a business. So it's very difficult for me to just have a hobby without thinking like, hey, somebody else might like it. And I should try to put that out there, right? Because as a creative, as an entrepreneur who's creative, your creativity is always directly tied to your income. And it's hard to say like, hey, I'm just going to do this for fun when I could be doing something else that's creative, that's actually making money. But it's not healthy to always just do work, right? And so I've been working with a life coach to kind of go through that. And I think what we're coming up with is the schedule will need to change. Some things I will have to let go of. And so in the next, like probably 3 or 4 months, not immediate, but I'm going to need to sit down and really evaluate like what brings me joy, what I want to keep doing as far as work goes, and then what I want to do just as like a hobby and for fun. And so I think the launch of the sticker shop, which I have been thinking about for like a year, I just haven't done much about it, but the launch of the shop is going to be the last like kind of big thing that I do. I mean, Portal of Ruin, book 8 of Shadows will still come out, but the next book in the Orchard Hollow series, I'm not going to have that ready until the end of September, and I'm giving myself that time so that I can see with everything that I have on my plate kind of what I need to keep, what I can let go of, what I have to shelf for a while, like what's getting paused. And I think that'll make it like much easier for me, because I'm feeling the beginnings of a burnout coming out. I've been doing a lot. I've been working really hard, and it's been tough to do that with a very young child because I never took a day off. I started working again about a month and a half, 2 months after my daughter was born. So I never had a mat leave, like not a real one. And so I think if I don't do something soon, I'm going to burn out, and that's going to be really difficult for everything. And I don't want my books to suffer because that's my like true passion. And I can't have any of the other, like the cover design and like all of that. I can't have that suffering because of a burnout, because that is what provides for me and my family, right? So things are going to be changing. And then this other announcement that I'll have as well. So lots of changes coming up. We're going to have a lot more author chats, I think, and catch-ups. But I wanted to kind of come on here before the release. I will have kind of a release video next week. We'll do maybe like a pre-release party on here, because we'll do it like the day before the book actually goes live. So that's going to be exciting. And we'll do like a giveaway, like a copy and stuff, or something else, some swag maybe. So that'll be really fun. So we'll do that next week. And then we'll get back to our regular scheduling after that. But stay tuned for news on both Cafe au Slay and on Glitter Flitter. So both are coming up. Very, very exciting. And I think I hear my child waking up. So with that, I hope you guys stay magical, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye.